People ask me what the secret to a good life is, and they expect something wise, something poetic, something they can write down and put on their wall. What I tell them is this. The secret to a good life is a short list of regrets. That is it. That is everything. My name is Thomas. I am 83 years old. I have had what most people would call a full life, a long career, a marriage, children and grandchildren. Enough success to be comfortable, enough failure to be educated. I have thought about regret for most of my adult life, not obsessively, but consistently. The way you think about a question that keeps returning because you have never fully answered it. And at 83, I think I finally understand it well enough to say something useful. So let me try. You have regrets, everyone does. Anyone who tells you otherwise is either very young or not being honest. But I want to ask you something more specific than that. Are your regrets mostly about things you did, or mostly about things you did not do? Because there is a very consistent answer to that question across human experience. And it is not what most people expect when they are young. When you are young, you are most afraid of the regret that comes from trying and failing, from looking stupid, from taking a risk that does not pay off. And so you protect yourself from that kind of regret by being careful, by calculating, by choosing the safer option. But the research and, more importantly, the lived experience of people who have been here long enough to know points very clearly in the other direction. At the end, people regret what they did not do far more than what they did. The action, even when it failed, gave them something. The inaction gave them only the question. I want to tell you about my two biggest regrets, because I think they illustrate something important. The first is something I did. When my children were young, 9 and 11 years old, I took a job that required me to travel extensively, 40, sometimes 50% of the time away from home. I took it because it was an exceptional opportunity. More money, more responsibility, a significant step forward in my career. I took it knowing what it would cost. And I took it anyway. 2 years into that job, my older son, 11 years old at the time, said something to me that I have never forgotten. He said, very matter-of-factly, without any visible emotion, "It's okay, Dad. We're used to you not being here." I resigned from that position within 3 months. That is a regret about something I did. And it was real. And it cost something real. And I carry it still. But I fixed it. I came back. I was present. We rebuilt. My second regret is different. When I was 52, I had an idea for something I wanted to write. Not a business book, not something practical, something creative, something that had been sitting in me for years waiting to come out. I told myself I would get to it when things slowed down, when the kids were settled, when I retired, when there was time. I retired at 67. There was time. And I did not write it. Not because I forgot about it, but because by then I had told myself the story of when there is time for so long that I did not know how to stop telling it. The habit of postponing it was stronger than the desire to do it. I am 83 years old. The thing is still unwritten. And the difference between those two regrets, the one about the job I took and the one about the thing I never wrote, is not subtle. The first one I can live with, because I responded to it. I saw it happening and I changed course. The second one I cannot put down, because there is no changing course now. The time genuinely is gone. Action regret can be addressed. Inaction regret just sits there. That is the thing I want you to understand. I want to give you a tool, something practical that I wish someone had given me 50 years ago. Every year or every few months, if you can manage it, I want you to do a regret audit. Not a gratitude list, a regret audit. Ask yourself, what am I doing right now that I will regret in 10 years if I continue? And what am I not doing right now that I will regret in 10 years if I keep not doing it? Those are two very different questions, and both of them deserve honest answers. The first question catches the things that are quietly going wrong. the relationship you are neglecting, the habit that is slowly costing you, the slow drift away from something that matters. The second question catches the things that are quietly not happening: the creative project, the conversation, the risk, the life you keep meaning to actually start. Most people do one version of this instinctively. They worry about the things they are doing wrong. But very few people do the second version with any rigor. Very few people sit down and seriously ask, what is my life not containing that it should? That second question is where the most important answers live. Start asking it now, while there is still time to do something with what you find. Here is what I want you to do. Tonight, before you go to sleep, take 10 minutes. Write down two things. One thing you are doing that you know, honestly, is not serving the life you actually want. And one thing you are not doing that you know, honestly, you will regret if you reach my age and it is still undone. Do not overthink it. The first honest answers that come are usually the right ones. The mind knows. It has known for a long time. You are just finally asking it to tell you. And then, and this is the part that matters, do something about one of them. Not both. Just one. One concrete step. This week. Because regret is not inevitable. It is the result of patterns that you can still interrupt. You are not 83 yet. Whatever is on that list, there is still time. Use it. Tell me in the comments. What is the one thing on your unwritten list? The thing that has been there for a while, waiting? You do not have to share the whole story. Just what is it? Because saying it is the first step to actually doing something about it.